The business behind SpaceX, how Elon Musk changed the game. When you think of space travel, the first name that might pop into your mind is Elon Musk. Known for his ambitious vision and determination, Musk set out to transform space travel from a costly, government-controlled venture to something more accessible and affordable. His mission to revolutionize the aerospace industry led to the founding of SpaceX in 2002, marking the beginning of a new era in space exploration. Elon Musk has always been fascinated by space, but instead of just dreaming, he acted. In 2002, he established SpaceX, or the Space Exploration Technologies Corporation, with a clear objective: to make space travel more affordable and eventually enable humans to live on other planets. The idea of reducing cost in an industry where every launch could cost hundreds of millions of dollars seemed nearly impossible. But for Musk, the key lay in innovation and rethinking the traditional approaches that had dominated the field for decades. Musk's vision was more than just launching rockets. It was about creating a new business model that would change the economics of space travel. With SpaceX, he aimed to lower the barriers to space, making it accessible not just to nations, but also to private entities and individuals. This goal of affordability wasn't just about lowering cost. It was about making space a part of humanity's everyday future. From its inception, SpaceX was designed to break away from the old ways of doing things in the aerospace industry. One of the key elements of SpaceX's business model was vertical integration. Instead of relying on a multitude of suppliers, SpaceX decided to manufacture the majority of its rocket components in-house. This approach allowed for greater control over the production process, reduced costs, and ensured that the company could innovate at a faster pace. Traditional rocket manufacturing involved multiple companies contributing to different parts of a rocket. Now, while this distributed the workload, it also increased cost and complexity. By contrast, SpaceX's vertical integration strategy meant that most of the rocket components, including engines, avionics, and the main rocket structure, were built under one roof. This not only cut down on costs, but it also accelerated development and innovation cycles. However, vertical integration was just one part of the equation. The true revolution came with the concept of reusability. Historically, rockets were expendable once they delivered their payload. They would be discarded, never to be used again. This made each launch incredibly expensive, as the entire cost of the rocket was absorbed in a single mission. SpaceX challenged this notion by developing reusable rockets, particularly the Falcon 9. The idea was simple but transformative. Why not build rockets that can return to Earth and be used again? After years of research and development, SpaceX succeeded in creating rockets that could land vertically after a mission, be refurbished, and then launched again. This drastically reduced the cost per launch, as the same rocket could be used multiple times. The innovations in vertical integration and reusability turned SpaceX into a competitive force in the aerospace industry. Traditional players who had been relying on government contracts and outdated technology found themselves facing a new kind of competition. SpaceX's ability to lower costs attracted a variety of clients, from NASA to commercial entities and even the military. SpaceX's Falcon 9 rocket, for example, can cost as little as $62 million per launch. Now, in contrast, NASA's Space Shuttle program had a per-launch cost of about $450 million. This significant reduction in cost allowed SpaceX to offer launch services at a fraction of the price of its competitors, making space more accessible to a wider range of clients. Moreover, the company's willingness to push technological boundaries attracted partnerships that were previously reserved for more established aerospace companies. SpaceX's journey hasn't just been about business, it's also been about making history. Over the years, the company has achieved a series of milestones that have solidified its reputation as a leader in the aerospace industry. One of the most crucial partnerships for SpaceX was with NASA. In 2006, SpaceX was selected as one of the companies to participate in NASA's Commercial Orbital Transportation Services program. Now, the program was designed to encourage private companies to develop reliable and cost-effective transportation to the International Space Station, or ISS. NASA support was a turning point for SpaceX. The partnership not only provided critical funding, but it also helped establish SpaceX's credibility in an industry where reputation is everything. Through the COTS program, SpaceX developed the Dragon spacecraft, which was designed to carry cargo and eventually crew to the ISS. The success of the Dragon spacecraft and its subsequent missions to the ISS demonstrated that private companies could play a significant role in space exploration. This partnership with NASA laid the foundation for future collaborations, including the Commercial Crew Program, which aimed to develop spacecraft capable of carrying astronauts to space. SpaceX's list of firsts is impressive. In 2012, the company made history by becoming the first private company to send a spacecraft, that being the Dragon, to the ISS. Now, this was a significant achievement, not only for SpaceX, but also for the commercial space industry as a whole. It proved that private companies could do what had previously been the exclusive domain of government agencies. Another groundbreaking milestone was the development of the Starlink satellite network. Starlink aims to provide global internet coverage through a constellation of low Earth orbit satellites. As of now, SpaceX has launched thousands of these satellites with the goal of providing high-speed internet access to even the most remote corners of the planet. This initiative not only demonstrates SpaceX's technological capabilities, but it also represents a significant commercial opportunity, potentially generating billions in revenue. SpaceX's journey has been far from smooth. Like any pioneering venture, the company faced numerous challenges, both technical and financial. However, it was the leadership and vision of Elon Musk that helped steer SpaceX through these tough times. The early days of SpaceX were marked by a series of setbacks. The Falcon 1, SpaceX's first rocket, failed to reach orbit on its first 3 orbital attempts between 2006 and 2008. These failures were not just technical setbacks. They were also financial blows to the company, which was already operating on a tight budget. By the time of the third Falcon 1 failure, SpaceX was on the brink of collapse. The company had spent almost all of its capital, and many doubted whether it could survive. However, Musk's resilience and commitment to the vision kept the company going. He even invested much of his personal fortune to keep SpaceX afloat. The turning point came with the 4th flight of Falcon 1 in 2008. This time, the rocket successfully reached orbit, making SpaceX the first privately funded company to ever achieve this feat. This success marked the beginning of a new chapter for SpaceX, opening doors to contracts and partnerships that would secure its future. Now, the culture at SpaceX is a reflection of Musk's leadership style. Known for his hands-on approach, Musk is deeply involved in the technical and operational aspects of the company. This has fostered a culture of innovation, where risk-taking is encouraged and failure is seen as a learning opportunity. Hey, if you enjoyed today's video, please like and subscribe to The Untold Business for more fascinating stories and groundbreaking discoveries. And until next time, keep exploring.